Kathleen Celmins here, CEO and co-founder of Amplified Now. I want to talk about the power of in-person connecting. It's funny because I've been working online since 2013, and so at first it was for an all remote company, which was cutting edge at the time and totally normal now. But then I started working for myself not much after that and have been working from my home office ever since. And one of the things that is really interesting is how much I like it, A, how much I get done, B, and also what I miss from in-person connecting. My business partner, Emma, and I went on a work retreat recently. And before the end of the retreat, we set it up so that we had even more retreats planned because we got so much. It's not just getting so much done, but we got so much done that would have taken a lot more back and forth over Zoom and working in different time zones. And there's just so much power in this in-person connecting, where we have a conversation that takes 15 minutes that would have taken 3 hours, and we come to a conclusion. We can read each other's energy, so we're not having to wonder if the other person is in the right mental space. We don't have multiple tabs open because we're focusing on the same thing. And we made it so that we were spending a good chunk of every day outside. The first place we picked was the White Mountains of New Hampshire. And in the summertime, I assume in the wintertime, there's a lot of fun skiing activities to do because I saw a lot of ski lifts. But in the summertime, it's perfect weather. There's a breeze. It's 75 degrees outside. It's an easy way to spend some time in nature. And so one of the things that I keep coming back to is this idea that we can go so much farther the more often we're together. Now, I'm not going to get to the point where I want us to live in the same state. We live in entirely different parts of the country, but quarterly meetings, quarterly get-togethers where we're doing some intense work in the morning, we take a long break in the middle of the day, we do some more intense work in the evening or in the afternoon, and then we, watch a movie or whatever in the evening. I'm just so excited because we spend some time away from work, figuring out priorities. Now it's like, okay, well, now I know exactly what I'm going to work on for the next quarter, basically, and we can track our progress there. What are we working on? What are the different services we provide? Where can we go from here? How do we help this client or that client? And we just spent time brainstorming all these problems and ideas, and then we used a really low-tech way to figure out how to pull it all together. So what I mean by that is we have all these different tools, and we're doing a bunch of tool reviews on our video series, so you can get to those by clicking around, or maybe this one goes up first, I'm not sure. But we went with the lowest of low tech, and we opened a Google Doc. We decided just one. Future us will figure out where these things go, which things go into a client deliverable, which things go into a website, which things go into a checklist in our project management tool. And so all I had open on my computer, on my iPad, was one Google Doc. And that's all I ever had open that entire time. And I shared the link with Emma because sometimes she was across the room and sometimes she was doing something else. But one of the beautiful things is now we have this document that's actually fairly well organized because we organized our topics by when we wanted to discuss or which things we wanted to discuss. I used note cards when I was thinking about things in the weeks leading up to our in-person get-together, things that I knew wouldn't be a 5-second conversation, things that were bigger, and I'm going to keep doing that because then it helps guide what we're going to cover in the 4 days that we're together. And so if you don't already meet with your people, I would highly recommend it. And if you are a solo, maybe take yourself and give yourself the 3 to 5 business days that per quarter to think about where you're headed. Because we get into response mode in the ever-connected world of our home offices, and I think we lose something from there. And so if you want, I can show you our template if you want to find that. But if you want to talk about how to structure something like this, I'd love to chat with you about it. If you head over to amplifiednow.com, there's a contact link up at the top. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.